been a firefighter for almost 10 years now. Gone to over 3,000 emergency calls. I find therapy helps because one, disruptive sleep patterns automatically throw your emotional health off balance, regardless of if you've had a call or not at work. So it's not just about trauma exposures, it's about finding proper work-life balance between, kind of seeing human tragedy on a fairly regular basis and trying to balance life with 14-hour night shifts.
The psychological stress on first responders has been especially magnified during the pandemic. A local firefighter has stepped up with a solution to help through the creation of a virtual health portal.
It was really a response to a series of suicides that happened in and around the Lower Mainland starting in 2015. We had 2 suicides in one department within 7 weeks. And as a full-time professional firefighter, I really wanted to kind of stem the chaos that was happening around these suicides and provide more protective services that keep public safety not only surviving but thriving in their daily life. The depth of qualified mental health professionals is very shallow in British Columbia, and so that's been a huge barrier to care, is that the top clinicians have long wait times and first responders can't wait. And clinicians can really benefit from really feeling like they're giving back. In fact, if I'm a first responder, I consider them a second responder, because they're dealing with the emotional needs that I have as someone that's attended over 3,000 emergency calls.
Due to the pandemic, there's been an almost 400% increase in the number of clinicians taking the First Responder Health online course, all to be part of the directory.
Often in first responder culture, there's sort of the belief that I can't talk about my problems, I can't talk about what I'm experiencing, I can't talk about all these difficult calls that I've been going to. And so they don't talk about it at work, they don't necessarily talk about it at home because they don't want to burden their families with that. So this is the place where they can come and unburden themselves. One thing is that it really gives them the opportunity to do counseling at times that they may not be able to otherwise. Like, these guys are working so hard. They're working 12, 13, 14 hours a day. And so to be able to find time to do counseling can be challenging. So they may be able to do it on their days off, but even on the days where they have a shift, sometimes they do that like on the way to work. I've had sessions with clients where they're in their parking lot, an hour before their shift is going to start, just so that they can get some counseling in and help them get sort of set up for the day. It gives a flexibility at a time when they may not otherwise be able to do counseling.
To me, this is the start of identifying a network of individuals that want to help. And over time, we plan on continuing to nurture this network through ongoing professional development so that ultimately they keep, their finger on the pulse of what's happening on the front lines for public safety.
First responders have such a challenging career. They see and experience things that most of us never have to. They need a space where they can be able to drop that baggage so that they can be better off for their families, in their personal lives, as well as for society.
Many of those we've interviewed here feel that mental health of first responders during the pandemic remains paramount. Dean Atwell, Joy Television.